today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Miami Dolphins.
The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdowns. Passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
On 1st and 10, Sewell. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try. Keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Sewell. And that will be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable here from the 38. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. This is caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Sewell. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sewell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sewell.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So plenty of fireworks here early, 35-0 now as the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Lions 43. 19 Lions. Get the ball. 43 is the mic. 3. Come on. Check 3. Ready, go.
Letting one go deep for Roberts. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown. T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now here's a throw that's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And the Browns getting set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Sewell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Looking to throw on second down. Sewell, he finds his man, complete. It's Carson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Sewell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run. So this game...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of. The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins. Dolphins 40. Operating from the gun, Sewell.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Bring it!
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Let's go! Let's go!
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Cleveland offense making their way out. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Throwing after the interception, Sewell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw on second down, Sewell. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting for
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
a lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On the draw, here's White. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Looking middle, and that's complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return.
And that flag accepted.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Buffalo 18. Check. Hurt. Crunch.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins are pouring it on. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They go play action here on 1st down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Let's go. Do you tighten up? Let's go. Do you tighten up?
Operating from the gun, Sewell. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 36. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Bravo 80. Warriors 17.
first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing deep for Stewart.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The CD in this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again. Boy, I mean, at this point, what more do we say here? I got nothing.
And you know, so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. This could be a candidate for it, because if we stay here and do this, we're going to have a lot to fill in the second half.
There's still another half.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. 58 Mike, 58 Mike.
Looking to throw. Sewell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's White. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sewell. He completes it right side to White.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
This is White on the screen.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Looking to throw. Sewell. And he's got his big tight end here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. Sewell. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So we've reached halftime here, and it's
past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field.
And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you, and it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Looking to throw on second down. Sewell. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Browns set to take over. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards. And they do convert on 3rd. first down. Here's White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Sewell. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 55 now.
On 3rd down, Sewell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45.
Cowboy 80. We got 4.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Dolphins just continue to roll.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 3rd and 2. Sewell and a dump off to White. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 records the pickup there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Sewell. He finds his man, complete. That's Carson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. To throw on second down. Sewell. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing on first down. Sewell. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw again. Sewell
gets the check down throw to White. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Back to throw. Sewell. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Operating from the gun. Sewell. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Looking to throw on second down. Sewell. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that. It's a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Looking to throw. Sewell.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And, oh, my goodness, what a catch at the 6. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that. And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe wave?
Waving the way. I was just going to say
out of
that.
here. Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Miami set to take over. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters. In the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
70, Timberwolf. I got. Check 31, check 30. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 18, Pioneer. Hey, smash Bronco.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 59 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the fourth quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Back to throw. Sewell. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run on 1st down. Miller.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the give, this is their fullback. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Watkins.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Weaver. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's Franklin. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there.
With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Dolphins are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing to start the drive. Sewell. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
That's pulled in at the 32. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now Brooks on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw on 2nd down, Sewell. And now here is another interception.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in. I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that +3.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
You're not Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Lions. Alert, alert. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Ready, go.
On 1st down, Miller. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll give Miller another crack. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Miami, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.